Hello everyone, we are back with another ranking video. I've done. Wait, hold on. Have I? Yeah, I did a podcast before in game, and we also did a regular video before Infinity War of ranking, but that was before in game and all of the Far From Home stuff like that. So now with all of Phase 1, 2, and 3, basically that whole series done, I'll think I do one last ranking, kind of just get ranking all of the MCU, kind of just get all of the like the whole spectrum of movies and kind of rank them. So I'm here again with Superpanda. If you remember from last video, or last ranking. So yeah, we're in Rocket League right now. Kind of give you something to do because last video was like a podcast kind of thing, which is, you know, it's not something to look at, you know. And now we have something to look at and in a ranking, so hopefully it's a lot more entertaining. So what we're gonna do is we have all 23 all lined up, and so we're gonna do by fours. So well, that means like we're just gonna go, one of us will start do 4, explain why from 23 to 19, and then and the other one's gonna do 4, and then another 4, and then another 4, and then that will get to the top 3, and then we will each say our top 3, finaling with our favorite of all time. So do you want to start, Tai Tai?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. But it's for number 23 is the Incredible Hulk, which I have not seen. I can't be too credible on this because I haven't seen it for
Credible, so to speak.
Probably 10 years. I don't know. Whenever it first came out, like 2002 or something, and I think I only saw it once because it was just so weird and so awful. It didn't seem like anything I would want to do. If they do a reboot or something, that's gonna be cool. But
Yeah.
I remember just not enjoying that crap at all. For 22 is Captain Marvel.
Oh my gosh, that is
Don't
low.
hear me out.
I knew that was gonna be low, but not that low. Jeez.
Uh, but yeah, I whenever I first saw it, where was that? I don't know. We went and see it in a movie theater on a trip, and we and I actually, it was my favorite whenever I saw it. But now that I look back on it and I started to rewatch it on whenever the Disney Plus came out, it was just like, it was so boring and like bland, and like it's I think it's just Brie Larson. I don't think I like her as Captain Marvel
Yeah. Once
at
you
all.
like watch it and then watch other Marvel movies, it's kind of a
It's not at
contrast.
all. Okay, next is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. This one I started to like more whenever it came on Netflix. I was able to watch it more. It's enjoyable, but it's not like I hate it. It just seems like a Guardian sequel that we really didn't need, and it kind of just seems to fill in the blanks with
Yeah.
Mantis and like the power part with Chris Pratt really didn't make any sense. I mean, Star-Lord didn't make any sense. Like, he just randomly gets these godly powers, and then he has to. It just seemed like not what the MCU is about anymore. It seemed like
Yeah.
a purposeful bad guy,
It was
kind
kind
of like
of
how
out of nowhere that he had like he
they
like
wanted in number 20 is Thor, the first Thor.
holy
Th-
crud.
This
Okay, no.
movie, I don't. It's sort of similar to Incredible Hulk. I haven't watched it in so long, but I remember it has its own feel. It has like its own Dutch angle, like,
Yeah, because it's Kenneth Branagh. It has a bunch of
oh,
Dutch
Kenneth
angles.
Branagh. Well, yeah, that makes sense. But it didn't feel the same. When I watched it before, like before I was into MCU, I loved it. It was like the best, the too polished. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels too,
It's very cartoony and
yeah,
fantasy, fairy tale.
it, Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these are expected because they're all like the least popular of them. But all I remember about Iron Man 3 is the metal guys, and like Pepper almost dies, and like for some reason she gets powers. It's kind of like the Star-Lord thing, post-traumatic stress part of it.
Yeah,
It's like the best part of that.
it's kind of like the aftermath of, well, it is the aftermath of Avengers,
Avengers.
but it's like you get to see like the human parts of superheroes, how they deal with like fights like that. So this my number 3 definitely went down since last time. I don't know why. I think I just thought about it a lot and like and was and kind of changed my mind about it. Um, 23 is Iron Man 2, which is like besides Incredible Hulk is the most unrememberable one. Again, from last time I mentioned this, like the thing is the most like known thing and thing that anybody remembers is like is the NASCAR kind of thing and Whiplash, the swipey of those like chains with electricity on it. Um,
Exactly.
um, Basically that's pretty much all I remember about it. A not, so that's why it's the last one on my list. Um, for 22 is pretty much we're gonna have the same lowest ones. So number 22 is Incredible Hulk, and same with what you said. It's like forgettable. I haven't seen this in a while, but like I forgot his name that plays it, Edward Norton or something. It was a cool little at the end. I'm pretty sure like Tony Stark shows up, so it was kind of like a good setup. Kind of a backstory, not too much of it though. But it was pretty good CGI for whatever year it was, 21. Um, I forgot you really liked this movie, but is Thor: The Dark World, which is like one probably the most hated by Marvel fans.
Yeah,
Um,
it's um the loose and the squeaky wheel of the
yeah,
Walmart.
basically, I like the only thing I really like about this is Loki, and like how they build off of him, of how mischievous he can be at times. Um, Basically all times, kind of setting up Thor Ragnarok with like Loki pretending to be Odin and stuff. But there's some pretty good fight scenes in this, like the I forgot what planet they're on, but like one of the opening fight scenes and like Thor just obliterates this rock monster. That one I kind of like, but other than that, it's just kind of bland. Is Iron Man 3. Um, I did kind of watch a little bit of this like this last week, but I like the most memorable for me is like when there's like an airstrike on Tony's house. That was like a really cool sequence, and like how the like suit just covers up Pepper and like stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I like about this one. And in 19, my last furthest four is Ant-Man and the Wasp, which like again, this one I barely remember. Like when I think back on it, I'm like, wow, wait, was that actually a movie, like a whole movie? I guess, and then it was kind of set up for, or it came out after, yeah, after Infinity War, and it showed like them going bye-bye at the end, so, and him stuck in the quantum realm, so I guess it was kind of setting it up.
Is Ant-Man and the Wasp because it was literally just a filler. It was funny and stuff, but there's so many storylines like with Ghost that really didn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, Ghost, I totally forgot Ghost was in it.
There's so
Oh my
much, but I mean, it
gosh.
did kind of set up Endgame.
Yeah.
17 is Avengers,
Oh
the
my,
original Avengers.
17?
I mean,
How dare.
this is to the territory where it's not bad. It's just like I have to because there's so many others. Basically, a fun movie. There's no real danger in it. I mean, I guess
Loki
there's no. I mean, there's
invading?
danger in it, but it's more like a fun, like actual. It defines the term of a superhero movie, and that's why it's become the biggest or like third biggest grossing of all time or something because of how like perfect it is. Like anybody can enjoy it,
Well, yeah,
and there's a,
it's not very
there's
compared
a,
to
has
like. It's not so funny.
next 16 is Doctor Strange.
Oh, I
This was
forgot
a
you
movie
hate
that
it.
no, listen. It's a movie that I used to absolutely hate because of the tone and the story and stuff. But when I watched it again, it actually isn't that bad. It's basically just a Tony Stark becomes a wizard, and it's Benedict Cumberbatch. So I mean, villain is kind of they took a step down with the villains, basically like
Oh yeah.
all the villains that they were known not to do.
They should have taken out the like henchman guy and just had Dormammu as the villain the whole time.
It was way different. That's why I didn't like it before. It was like way dustier. Iron Man 2 is still a movie that I actually enjoy because it's so stupid and ridiculous of all the storylines and the crap that happens. It's just kind of just for fun, cool factor. But the like, I don't know what it is about the tone, but it's such a much lighter tone. And the villain guy, the guy that was just in the movie we watched, was the like dude. But he's the really funny part about
Oh
this
yeah,
movie and
that
Nick
was him.
Fury
I was about to say, I
and
think he was in a Marvel movie.
and okay, 14, The Dark World, because
Wow, you put that.
it's yeah, I'm the one that actually kind of likes it. It's well, maybe it's because I haven't watched it at all, and I rewatched it. It's like actually a new movie, but I don't see really anything wrong with it. It's obviously not as good as the others, but it's not a bad movie per se. It's just they stepped down the ladder like 2 steps at a time to figure out the story and stuff. I mean, it introduced the Aether, so it had to be a movie.
Oh yeah, my 18 is Guardian of the Galaxy 2. Uh, which one did you think that is? What number?
Like the second to last, 22, 21,
Yeah,
22.
I think I liked it a lot more than I do now. Um, uh, Probably because of like rewatching all the best ones, watching and like, well, again, it's kind of just a side story. It's kind of backstory for Star-Lord. It's it's kind of a cool twist that he's actually kind of a, I forgot what they call it. It's like
It was like a
kind of like a,
demigod. He was a
yeah,
half god.
and um and like the fight sequence between him and his dad is so cool. Like it was like so powerful. It was like
Satisfying.
Dumbledore versus Voldemort. Like so much power. Like we never see anything like that. Just one on one with that much power. The humor was pretty good. It's kind of also kind of like fleshes out Nebula um and like kind of just puts her on the team and because she needed to be on it, you know, to set up everything else. But number 17 is Thor, the Thor 1. Didn't you put that as like 20 or something?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, again, it's like really fun to watch. It's like a fun movie. It's like funny. A lot of people hate, what's her name? I forgot.
Natalie.
No, well, yeah,
Natalie
but
Portman.
also the
Oh,
funny
the
one.
girl, the funny girl.
Yeah, a lot of people
I don't
hate
know
her for some
why.
reason. I've always kind of liked that she was like kind of a comedic relief. Um, of course, in the second one, she's not as funny, but was still like she was like really funny, and so
They
like
kind of killed the doctor in the second one.
yeah, what's his name?
That's
Doctor Eek or something. Loki isn't that much in it. He's only like he's kind of like the fight. The fight was the only good fight in this was like the first one on the ice. What's their name? Ice people, whatever they are. And that was the only good fight. The last fight was just kind of boring. Besides like the tornado and stuff. Basically, he just literally gets demolished by this robot without fighting. Is Captain Marvel. You put this at the last of your list, I think you said. Um,
so yeah.
uh, so like I don't know if I don't like it because it kind of because it kind of was before Endgame, so it was like compared to it. They were both in my mind at the same time, and Endgame's
It was
such a better
actually
movie. No, it's more of a backstory. It doesn't really set up anything. The Nick Fury was actually really good. The whatever they did to his CGI face is out that the how Nick Fury got his scar was a cat, or not really a cat, but like a fake cat. It was kind of anticlimactic. People say they don't like it because she doesn't have any emotion, but then again, that is her character. Carol Danvers is like trained to not be emotional because that's what set off her powers.
Yeah,
So I
because
think
Brie
she did
Larson is
really good.
actually a good actor. It's
Yeah,
just
but
she chose to be
she's
like
kind of her character is unlikable because her character is unlikable. Basically, it's really weird how in one part of the fighting she like turns a gun into a Nerf gun somehow, and I was
oh
thinking,
yeah.
why didn't she just turn an Infinity Gauntlet into like a mitten or something? Like if she could do that, I guess they kind of
Yeah.
forgot that they that they added that, which is weird because if she could do that, she should have done that
Mhm.
when she was trying to get it. But yeah, basically that's why it's number 16. Black Panther. The fight scenes were so good. What's his name? Killmonger was like really. Like who plays him again? Michael Jordan, not Michael Jordan.
B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Uh, but he was like really good as that. Like he was perfect for it. But it's also kind of so like it because it was right. It was like Captain Marvel. It was right before Infinity War. So every time I think about it, I think about like that time period walking out of Infinity War and just like depressed as crap. Like that might have a play in it, but still, it's really good. Yeah. So that's my 18 through 15 basically.
Number 13. Infinity War.
What? No,
Yeah, no,
you
no, no,
didn't.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
you.
It's no, no, no. It's not because it's a bad movie. It's because of how depressing it is to watch. Because it's not because like if you watch it now, you'll be like, oh well. I mean, now we know that it doesn't. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But whenever you have to wait a year and go out of the movie theater literally like
Oh,
depressed and like
still.
have to have nightmares for for it's the tone it sets. I'm not saying that's why I put it there. It's because that's the tone that he leaves off whenever I watch. Oh, or grittier. It feels like the Dark Knight basically. It's like the Dark Knight of the
Yeah,
MCU.
but
But
this is ranking how great of the movie is not.
number 12 is Black Panther. This is like a good skin. Not saying that they're all bad, but one of those movies where literally everybody was like loved it so much, and
Didn't it
it
win an
makes like
Academy Award?
yeah, 4 I think.